You wanted the best, and you got the best. The hottest band in the world.
Hey, Schmack 'em a gob, everybody. Our friend, our good buddy Bjørn-Rune Nilsen, man. I love that dude. He contributed this week for Black Sabbath Sunday, where he wants me to put Black Sabbath's greatest hits, 1970 to 78, versus Black Sabbath, the Dio years. I don't have the AI set up today because all of my workers that work in the Almost Human Laboratory, they're at the methadone clinic. They're trying to beat that heroin addiction. So anyway, there's a lot of songs on here, man. I do own the Dio years. I don't own this Black Sabbath best of, but I do have the Dio years. Yeah, I went through it. Come on. I know this shit's in my DNA. I didn't really have to listen to the songs. I just listed it, and this is what I think. And what do you think? Leave it in the comments below. All right, we start with the song Black Sabbath versus Neon Nights. Love them both, but Black Sabbath, game changer, historic, wins. Next, NIB versus Lady Evil. NIB, Lady Evil's great and all, but NIB, man, easily. All right, The Wizard versus Heaven and Hell. I gotta go with Heaven and Hell on that one. Because the world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes and steal your dreams. That's why. That is the reason I'm picking that song. Alright, next. War Pigs versus Die Young. My favorite song off Paranoid versus my favorite song off Heaven and Hell. I'm going with War Pigs. Definitely War Pigs. Alright, next. Paranoid versus Lonely is the Word. I'm not going with Lonely is the Word because Paranoid is the popular one. I'm going with Lonely is the Word because it's a better song. I'm giving it to Lonely is the Word. Alright, next. Iron Man versus The Mob Rules. This one hurts. It really hurts because they're both so classic. I gotta go with The Mob Rules. I love Iron Man though, but man, Mob Rules. I'm giving it to Mob Rules. Alright, next. Sweet Leaf versus Turn on the Night. Very simple. Sweet Leaf, man. Not even close on that one. Alright, now it's time to pick a random album. Let's go over here, because this is where the Black Sabbath stuff is. Let's pick a Black Sabbath thing. Alright, I picked two. Alright, this is two albums. Technical Ecstasy, and this one is from the box set. This is the alternative mix outtakes. Steve Wilson, he actually does. I like actually She's Gone. I hate that song, but I like it on here. He can't save Rock and Roll Doctor. That shit just sucks. I like all the remakes, but you know I gotta say, All Moving Parts Stand Still had harmonica and stuff in it, and they took it out, and then Steve put it back in, and I'm like, take it out. But, you know, what other songs? Backstreet Kid, You Won't Change Me, Gypsy, She's Gone, Dirty Women are all cool. I dig them all. And I love this album. Maybe my least favorite of the 70s. Yes, I even like Never Say Die more than this. But I love this album, except I don't like Rock and Roll Doctor. Never did, never will. And the same thing with She's Gone. Though I do prefer it on here. I somewhat like it on there. All right, let's just put it back instead of throwing it over here, and then we'll go into side 2. On this, I don't know if it's side 2 or not. Just let's fantasize, shall we? Fantasize in the music, not in sexual shit like David Ellison. Let's fantasize here, in musically. Alright, next. Chill in the Grave versus Voodoo. I love them both, but Chill in the Grave is my all-time favorite Black Sabbath song, so it wins. Next, Changes versus Falling Off the Edge of the World. I love them both, and I'm not going with Falling Off the Edge of the World because it's a deep track. I'm going with it because I think it's a better song. I'm giving that to the Dio years. Alright, next. Snowblind versus After All. Snowblind. I love After All, but Snowblind. Easily Snowblind. Next. Supernaut versus TV Crimes. Both awesome. but definitely Supernal. I mean, come on. All right, next, Sabbath versus I. This one hurts because I is not only my favorite song off the Humanizer, it's overall my favorite Black Sabbath song with Dio. But Sabbath, it wins. Gotta give it to Sabbath. All right, next, Hole in the Sky versus Children of the Sea live. Definitely Hole in the Sky. I love Children of the Sea, and I love this live version. I prefer the studio one, but I love this. It's Live Evil. But yeah, Hole in the Sky wins. Next, Rock and Roll Doctor versus The Devil Cried, which is one of the newer Dio songs, and it's an easy win because Rock and Roll Doctor sucks, and I wish it wasn't on here. You know, they should have put You Won't Change Me or Dirty Women on it. Well, Dirty Women is on here, but You Won't Change Me, All Poo Movie Part. They should have thrown those on there. Shit, even She's Gone Steve Wilson mix. No, that still wouldn't be good on there. You Won't Change Me. All right, giving it a Devil Cry. Next, Never Say Die versus Shadow of the Wind, which is another newer Dio song, which is cool, but I'm going Never Say Die. All right, then we end, and this is weird. They end the album with Dirty Women instead of Never Say Die because they already played Rock and Roll Doctor, and they go to Never Say Die, then they go back to Technical SC with Dirty Women. Why just take... They should have just took Rock and Roll Doctor off and added Dirty Women. But anyway, Dirty Women versus Ear to the Wall, another newer one. I'm giving that to Dirty Women. So, Bjorn, my buddy, there's a final score. Ooh, hey man, look, I'm a bigger fan of 70s Sabbath. That's the way I feel. There's a lot of people out there that think Dio's version is better. So leave your comments below. I'm sure yours will win. And all comments are welcome if you are respectable and a non-pickle whistler. So Bjorn, thank you so much, man, my friend, and everybody else, thank you all. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath's greatest hit, 70, 78, and then play the Dio years and smack 'em a gob.